Alright, good morning everyone. And today we're going to be doing some analysis on Microsoft Corporation starting from the 1 month time frame. And as usual, we'll start by identifying our monthly zones, monthly trend lines. We'll start by identifying our monthly zones and our monthly trend lines, as well as, and then go down to the weekly time frame to identify our weekly zones, our weekly trend lines. Before going down to the daily time frame to identify our daily zones, our daily trend lines, and then also our trend origin in the daily time frame. So you can see that price action has been like, so you can see that price action has been like this. Price came here, showed a slight retest, bounced off here, came here, showed a slight retest, and then came down, and came up here, came down here. So probably we'll be expecting a new impulsive move here. So you can see that my monthly zones are valid. Hold on. The next thing for us to now do is to draw a trend line. We can draw a trend line connecting these 2 points like this. We can draw a trend line connecting these 2 points like this. This will be our monthly trend line. We can also draw another trend line that's connecting these 2 points like this. This is also another monthly trend line. Okay, so now we've gone down to the weekly time frame. Let's identify our weekly zones. We have a zone here. I forgot to. Okay, so currently we are identifying our weekly zones. Seem to have one around here. We have another one around here. We have a weekly zone here. We also have another weekly zone here. We can probably also draw a bearish trend line like this. So we have, this is our weekly trend line. Okay, so now let's go down to the daily time frame and let's see what else that the market is showing us. Let's identify our daily zones. We have a zone around here. Change this to the daily zone. We have, okay, we have a zone here. And we have another daily zone. Okay, so those are our daily zones. Now let's identify kind of wish to change this to a, let's change it actually. Let's change this trend line to be a daily trend line instead. Trend line, I just feel more comfortable leaving it marked as a daily trend line because it fits so well into the daily time frame. So I don't want to keep it in mind as a higher level time frame. Okay, so now you can see that there's a bearish trend line on the daily time frame. So clearly there's a bear trend. So we want to identify our trend origin, which is obviously here. This is the highest point that price got to before obviously bearish momentum. This is our trend origin. This is the highest point that price got to before obviously bearish momentum. So this is our trend origin. So now we will mark out our market structure from this point. So we have an impulsive move here. So that's a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. So price seems to be moving correction out to form a lower high. Then after that, you should be expecting another lower low. This is actually the most appropriate. What I say is the best situation that I could hope for. Because typically I wish for price to be on a correctional move on daily time frame when I do my analysis, so that I can catch the next impulsive move. Because the impulsive moves are usually short and quick. They're usually short, quick, and cover quite a rather large number of points. So now we identify our higher highs and our higher lows. So this is our higher, so it's our lower high. Let's change the color to blue. So this is our lower high. This is another lower high. So far we only have two. So now let's identify our higher highs as well. This is our, sorry, I said higher highs, higher lows. This is our higher low. You can see that at this point, at this weekly zone, we have support that became resistance. And so here we have another higher low. So we will highlight this point. I will highlight this point. And then we'll go down to the 4-hour time frame. So right now we'll go to the 4-hour time frame. Price is currently in a correctional move, or price seems to be in a correctional phase on the daily time frame. So what we want to do is we want to find out if there's any particular pattern that price prints out when it is switching from a correctional phase on the daily time frame to a impulsive phase. So we'll highlight our lower highs. So we highlighted both of our lower highs, which are these blue boxes. So we'll see if there's any particular pattern that appears whenever price is switching from a correctional move to an impulsive. So that when we spot that pattern, probably somewhere around here, we will be able to jump in on the trade early and catch a good number of pips. So down to the 4-hour time frame. Is there any pattern that I can notice here? I see an M. Okay, I've not deleted this. Also, let's delete this. Okay, so within the blue square, can I see any patterns? Yes, I can. I can see an M pattern here. Let's raise it up a little bit above it so it's not covering the price action. And then come to the second blue square. What can I see? I see a tiny M here. I see a small M here. And then I see a bigger M here, like this. Not only do I see that, I even see a second M like this. So we have two M's that are side by side, and both of the M's are fairly large. So that means that you can see that price is certainly in a correctional phase. Price is certainly in a correctional phase right now because price went impulsive, correctional, and then impulsive. And this correctional here, this correctional point here that I'm moving around, this correctional point here has been broken through by this big green candlestick. So price is no longer in a downward impulsive move, but is clearly in a upward correctional move. So if we can spot an M pattern somewhere around here, if we can spot an M pattern somewhere around here, then we'll be looking to sell this. Then we'll be looking to go short on Amazon stocks. Then we'll be looking to go short on Amazon stocks. So somewhere around here. Then we're looking to go short on Amazon stocks to somewhere like here. So this is top to bottom analysis on Microsoft Corporation stocks.